The GH recap for June 20, 2023. Have Sam stunned by what Drew had to tell her. The General Hospital recap features Sam McCall doing her best to contain her anger at Drew's nutty news. In this episode, Drew, Cameron Mathison, told Sam he planned to fall on his sword all for the sake of Carly. Sonny also learned of Drew's big idea and was willing to accept it. However, it made Nina angry. Elizabeth began her first day as the new head nurse at GH by advising one of the doctors. Finally, Jordan made Taggart an offer while her son TJ was a support for Molly. Now, let's dig a little deeper into the details. Carly, Laura Wright, tried to talk Drew out of turning herself in to save her, but to no avail. So it was time for them to tell others. Carly headed to Sonny's, Maurice Bernard penthouse, and Drew stopped across the hall to see Sam. Both Sam and Alexis, Nancy Lee Gran, were shocked he was willing to spend 6 months in prison. It was also Sam who figured out that Drew was going to abandon their daughter just to save Carly. She wasn't happy about it and let Drew know it. She pointed out that it was Carly's idea to buy the shares, not Drew's, so she was the one who should go to prison. Drew once again excused his actions by saying Scout barely knew him when he returned to town in 2021. A mortified Sam reminded him that was because he was in a Grecian prison against his will. This time he is choosing prison just for Carly's sake, because Carly's daughter couldn't live without her. But according to Drew, his own daughter can live without him. And no, Dant was not a substitute for Scout's real father. Finally, Sam accepted Drew's decision despite not liking it. Sonny was also shocked to hear the news but not as upset as Sam. At least Carly wasn't going to prison, and Carly wouldn't be pressured to flip on him. The topic then turned to Ned, Wally Kurth, believing he was Eddie Main. That didn't stop Carly from once again trashing the man with a traumatic brain injury. Nina, Cynthia Watros, and Ava, Maura West, met up at the park for a run. And Ava was surprised to learn that not only did Nina not tell Sonny the truth about her SEC tip, but Ned didn't remember it was her because he woke thinking he was Eddie Main. Nina even shoved her engagement ring down the drain, so her story about what happened to it could turn out to be true. Nina and Ava returned to Sonny's apartment after their run and coffee break, only to find Sonny and Carly deep in conversation. Carly left as soon as the other ladies walked in, and Ava pumped Sonny for info on the SEC case. They were both surprised to hear what Drew had planned, but had even better news than that. Sonny presented Nina with the engagement ring the plumber found in the bathroom pipes. Once alone, Nana told Ava that she could barely believe Carly would get off scot-free again. Ava reasoned that Carly's luck meant Sonny might not be as angry with Nina when he learns the truth. Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst, began her new job as head nurse and asked the spirit of Epiphany, Sonia Eddy, to watch over her and told her that she wouldn't let her down. However, she still had to be a friend when she learned that Portia, Brooke Kerr, slept in the on-call room rather than at home. Portia told Liz all about Curtis's, Donald Turner, kiss with Jordan, Tanisha Harper, and Liz was there to offer some advice. Liz didn't believe Curtis had given up on their marriage, and Portia also shouldn't. A hungover Taggart, Real Andrews, popped by Jordan's office to apologize for his behavior the day before. It also just so happened that he needed a job, and Jordan has a police commissioner role to fill, so Marcus Taggart will now run the PCPD after all these years. After Taggart left, Jordan was not happy to see an angry Portia barge in. Molly, Holiday Nia Kriegel, and TJ Taj Bello met with Dr. Navarro, Christina Ferraro, to find out the first steps toward harvesting her eggs, so the doctor set them up with an ultrasound right away. They were ready to find a surrogate and had a lot of criteria for the person who would carry their child. When Molly was with the doctor, Alexis dropped by the hospital, and she and TJ talked about everything happening. Things have been harder for TJ than he has been letting on, but he was hopeful things would work out in the end. Later, a pensive Dr. Navarro told Molly and TA she had her test results.